Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation and also for the quick introduction. So today I'm going to talk about refining the delivery experience, how live tracking is improving the customer experience, and how Uber's approach is to accessible last-mile delivery solutions. Before that, some words about me. So my name is Patrick. I've been with Uber for 8 months now. Started last year in May. I'm a commercial manager, so it's going to be a little bit nerdy, but not too nerdy. Before that, I was also actually working in the last mile industry for Gorillas. So I did this roller coaster ride there, which was also very, very interesting. And before that, I was actually working in Austria for L'Oreal as a key account manager. So today I would like to talk about what is Uber Direct actually, about 3 things. What is Uber Direct, how is live tracking impacting customer behavior, and also how is live tracking done on Uber Direct. So starting with the first one, what is Uber Direct? And maybe, out of interest, who has ever heard about Uber Direct before this event? Maybe you can raise your hand. It would be just very interesting. So it's very few people. After the presentation, it will be definitely more. Yeah, with Uber Direct, I think it's the easiest to start actually with the Uber story, because Uber Direct is somehow an evolution out of the other products before. So with Uber, it all started in 2009 when our founder, Travis Kalanick, had this Paris moment where he couldn't get a cab. So normal reaction, he was just founding his own company, Uber, for passenger transportation. Then in 2015, Uber Eats was launched, which is like a marketplace for food delivery. And then in 2022, the groceries and essentials were also available on the marketplace. And since 2022, we have Uber Direct, where you can theoretically anything if it's within the law. So here are basically 3 products. So the first one is Uber, which is like for passenger transportation. The second one, the green one, is Uber Eats, the marketplace for food and grocery delivery, and Uber Direct is the blue one now. That's our color. A white label delivery solution as a white label delivery as a service solution, which is basically taking the existing courier network from Uber Eats and offering this to companies in order to offer them the express delivery to their customers. And that's also the reason why I said it's somehow like an evolution out of the other products, because without Uber Eats, there wouldn't be Uber Direct. So how does it basically look like in terms of the operations, the differences? So I guess it's pretty clear. Uber rides, you just everyone has done it, I guess. You just go to the app, get your cab, and then you have your ride. With Uber Eats, you go to the app, you select one of the restaurants, and one of our riders is then delivering the food. And with Uber Direct, it is basically a bit different, where you have basically the merchant channel, and Uber Direct is doing the logistic in the background as a white label solution. So Uber Direct basically brings express delivery on scale to Germany, and is using the existing Uber Eats courier network. We are currently, I think, in like 90 cities in Germany, and obviously expanding. So why same day when you can have it like in 1 hour, right? This is like our value position. Obviously, we also offer same day, and also scheduled. But yeah, in the end, it's about like this ASAP on demand. Quick delivery. So I hope this could give you like a quick, good intro about Uber Direct. Then I would like to continue with the second thing, which is how live tracking is impacting customer behavior. And here I basically brought some data from a study we did in 2023 with a partner called Edelman. The topic was delivery, especially express delivery, which is defined as delivery within 2 hours. We did 5,754 interviews, online interviews with individuals which were older than 18, and we're also representing their market in terms of the age, in terms of the gender, and also the income. And we did this in 60 markets. So you have here the regions with EMEA, LATAM, APEC, and North America. So from the survey, I basically picked 3 key findings, which I would like to present you today. So the first one is delivery is no longer only a service, but part of a product. Then also the different delivery factors across across the generations. And then last but not least, delivery experience, which has a key impact on customer experience. So starting with the first one, with delivery. Delivery is no longer only a service, but part of the product. I guess traditionally it was always separated, right? You had like this product, and then you had the delivery part, but now it's becoming more and more like an integral part of the product, because customer, when they order something, they also expect you to see basically delivery or the state of the product over the whole delivery. And this is over the whole delivery, yeah. So, but it's not only basically about the delivery, it's also about express delivery. So we have asked the participants to what extent they agree to certain statements. One of the statements was how much they expect express delivery as an option, which places should offer, and it was actually 53% from the German participants. So every second is basically seeing this as something which should be like rather normal, and that's also what we believe, right? It's coming from something new, so like a nice to have, to like a trend or like something which should be normal. The participants, we also saw in the answers of the participants that they have like this emotional aspect, which also like Adrian mentioned, for delivery. So they said, or for the statements, if they, or 70% of the people said they like the product more if they had like a positive delivery experience, and comparably the other way around, 51% liked the product less when they had like a negative delivery experience. This being said, so delivery experience is a powerful tool that affects the customer satisfaction and with the product itself. Second thing is the prioritization of delivery factories across the generations. Here, I basically brought like a little list with the delivery factors, which are important to the customers for whole Germany, but also for the generations. And here, I guess it's pretty clear. Every generations, they have like different preferences, and so there are like definitely differences. We see that the older generations, so Gen X and Boomers, they rather have like this approach to reliability, or like this focus to reliability and cost. Whereas the younger generations, Gen Z and Millennials, they rather want to have like speed and also real-time updates. And it becomes especially like obvious when we look at these two delivery factors, live tracking notifications and also real-time tracking, which are connected to this whole like tracking part. Here, this preferences of the younger generations become much more like obvious. So, but yeah, we also asked then the participants directly for these two delivery factors, and then we had the result that all of them, or like that, like 93% said it's at least somewhat important for them. So, which kind of like also translate into there is definitely value in these tracking factors. So. That being said, there's definitely delivery, or like the delivery experience has definitely an impact on the customer experience. So live tracking isn't just like a nice to have anymore. It's basically a powerful and desired feature for that can drive trust in a merchant. So there was a statement, tracking orders makes them feel more, and 50% of the German population said, peace of mind or relief. And also 53, or like every third person said, I also feel more trust with the retailer because of that. And that's not only like interesting for like the actual order, I feel good about the order, but it's also interesting about this building the connection or relationship to the customer. And then with the last thing, there's also this excitement for product, where the Gen Z is again a little bit more excited than the other ones. But yeah, so. Having that said, this is also, or like what's also very interesting is when we compare the German results against other regions, because there we see that other regions, or like there we see basically where the trend goes. So for this, for the consumer expectations, realities, here wish they were better able to track orders in real time. For example, people in Latam or Latin America said, to like 92% of them said, I agree. Whereas in Germany, it's only like 65%. So clear difference of like 30% basically. For the second statement, I'm more likely to order express delivery if I can track the order in real time. There, the difference is even bigger. It's like almost 44%. So there's definitely, I think it's like very fair to say it's not only like a nice to have, it's a must have to have tracking for in the future. And yeah, that's it for this thing. So now how now it gets interesting. How is live tracking done on Uber Direct? And yeah, before this, I would like to ask you, do you find yourself here in these memes? Maybe, yeah. So I can definitely say I can 100% resonate with these memes. So when I do like an Uber Eats order and I see the location of the courier on the map, I go completely serial killer mode. So I check the location of the courier every 3 minutes. You know, when the courier arrives, you can be also sure I'm already looking at him or her from my window, and the door also opens automatically. So yeah. With this food delivery, online food delivery, I guess it's a super emotional topic. We all know basically this sentence about "you're not you when you're hungry," right? And this is what basically Uber had to learn from the very beginning, and that's also why I guess we are like so advanced with this live tracking. And how we are doing the live tracking is something I'm going to show you now. So imagine there was an order. And there was a delivery created. So depending on the tech integration, the customer can see the tracking either on the channels of the partner or of the merchant of the brand, or we provide them with a URL where the customer can see or can like see this tracking page. And there are like different functionalities on this page, and I'm gonna tell you or show you now which one. So first one would be delivery notifications, right? So this is implemented in our deliveries. You get 4 notifications. So the first one is deliveries created. Then the second one, your courier is en route. Then the third one, the courier is arriving 2 minutes away. And then the last one, it's delivered or failed. Then we also have the progress bar, which is basically 5 green bars, which is showing you the stage of the delivery. And another thing is the delivery time. This is like maybe interesting now. So with delivery time, we have the ETD and the LTD. ETD is the estimated time of delivery. The LTD is the latest time of delivery. And yeah, the question is now, how are these times calculated? And for this, our algorithm comes into the game, picks basically historical data or parameter for this specific trip, and is calculating with the help of machine learning basically a set of potential or possible delivery times, and then for this set of delivery times, for the ETD, the value in the middle is taken, so the 15th percentile, and it's constantly basically updated across the stages of the delivery. For latest time of delivery, it's like a static number. So at the beginning of the trip, it will stay the same for the whole time, and we take there the 95th percentile. So the value which is later than 95% of the possible values, and earlier than 5% of the other values. Then there's also delivery events, which we basically, which are like not shown there on the map, but it's like kind of like timestamps we communicate or like share with our partners. And then also like the courier geolocation, which is also very interesting because, I mean, I don't know if you had ever the situation where you were like looking out of the window and expecting the courier like should be actually there, but it's not there. The reason for this is we have to, because of legal reason, to adjust the geolocation of the courier with 0.002 digits, which is like 111 meters. Yeah, now you know. And the almost last thing is courier information. So in order for the customer to easily find the courier, we have the first name, a portrait picture of the courier, then also the vehicle type, and also like 3 digits of the vehicle of the license plate. And last thing, if this like didn't work, there's also this communication feature. So both can basically exchange messages, help to make this delivery a successful delivery. And that, with this live tracking features, it's not only good for the customer in terms of the emotional aspect, it's also good for our operations. So this last stage is like super crucial, I would say. It requires a lot of coordination and also transparency. So our average time of delivery is 35 minutes in Germany. It's actually like faster than 1 hour. And only 3 minutes of this is the average handover time. So when a courier comes to the drop-off point, and then basically to the point where he successfully says, okay, the order's delivered. And apart from time, the most, I think, craziest thing is basically the success rate. So from all our trips we have started, 99.4% are basically delivered, which is, I guess, a super strong number. So that's it from presentation. Happy to answer questions now. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, that's a good success rate, I would say.
Yeah.
Not that different from parcel delivery, actually, from good parcel delivery. I would take question, first one here from inside, but on site. Please, all remote joiners, feel free to fill in your questions in the chat windows.
Yeah, thank you. One question, are you currently or planning also to incorporate multiple delivery stops for one driver, or is it at the moment really a pickup and directly a delivery, or are there multiple pickup stops potentially and then multiple delivery stops on the same route?
For Uber Eats, we're already doing batching. So we have like a maximum of like 3 trips or like 3 orders the courier can take on. And this is not only like single location batching, but it's also multi-location batching. So in order to answer the question, yes, we are doing the batching. And for direct, because it's not a product which like can expire, it's even becoming more interesting to batch more products or more orders together. So it could be potentially more than 3.
Is food and direct batch together?
Depends on the merchant. So this is like customizable, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll have another question here from Henrik.
Yeah, hi. I'm Karl Friedrich. I was really interested in the customer survey data that you presented. Thank you very much for that. To what extent do you think you can extend the need for speed or the need for transparency to other categories? I mean, I understand that if you order food or groceries, you're really hungry, you're waiting for it, and you want to have it now. But like when you enter now other categories like anything, you presented that. How does that apply to those other categories?
So we take the same functionalities for which we have with Uber Eats for also other categories. If this answer.
To the consumers in the same way. So are they also so desperate to see their fashion items, for example, being delivered?
So I think this is. I mean, actually, I don't know. Something I can check, but I don't think that I've ever seen like some data or insights on this in order to answer the question properly.
So if you are waiting for your iPhone, probably you're as hungry for as for your pizza arriving. That's pretty exciting. If it's a toilet paper, I don't know.
Depends.
It depends if it's urgent.
It can be urgent. Yeah, I was wondering your thoughts on efficiency of this A to B delivery versus a route, and if you think that can be ever profitable, especially, I mean, it seemed like the Gen Z was everything high and also cheap. So,
So my thoughts on efficiency is. Honestly, this is also something I would have to look up in order to give you like a proper answer, because for that I'm like too less into the actual operations. As a commercial manager, I'm like more in the sales part in order to answer this question properly. Yeah.
Hi. Donna had mentioned web shop conversion rates when customers can see the EDD.
Yeah.
What kind of, have you had any feedback on conversion rates when they're offered this same day or on-demand delivery option? And yeah, what is the pricing around this as well from the customer side, whether it's the web shop or the end customer for this kind of premium delivery service?
Yeah. So for the first question is so what was the first question again? If we can see the conversion rate. No, so there's like no data, but we do basically show if delivery is like possible. So we have like this API integration, and when customer basically check for availability or like for the product, then it's basically shown to them that the delivery or like quick the on-demand or like last-mile delivery would be possible. And for the second question is so Uber Direct is based on distance, so it's a distance price, very linear. We basically have a base fee for the first 500 meters, and then each additional 500 meters are priced also with a little with a little price. So to basically give you a reference, we have currently on our website the SSU process, which is self-sign-up process, and there we have the base fee of $7.90 for the first 500 meters, and each additional 500 meters is 50 cents. And this sounds maybe a lot at the beginning, but I mean it's also on-demand delivery, and you have your ways of somehow steering to get this cost back from the customer. So compared to an Uber Eats, we don't take, or like where we basically get the delivery fee. Here, the customer can charge the customer for the delivery, and can also like apply some minimum basket or like free delivery from 50 euros, tactics like this.
Okay. I don't see any remote questions, or my tablet here is not working. I don't know, but I'll take another question from the room here. Any questions? Oh, sorry. Any question here?
Okay.
As a driver, can I sign up for multiple products at the same time? For example, can I do Uber Eats as well as direct?
So I'm not sure about this. I only know that, for example, for the passenger transportation, there are also like legal requirements, right? You need to be, I mean, at least in Berlin, I mean, it's also like a very fragmented market. But in Berlin, you need to have a license for this. And with a courier, it's a bit more easy, where you just need basically a fleet partner with whom you can work, and then you can do deliveries.
Why I asked that is, if you have the situation when you're running in a complex situation where one guy could be running both products at the same time.
Yeah. So this, I mean, I don't know. So I'm actually not so sure about this. Of a courier can do both, but I mean, in the end, we also like monitor the data on like on these trips. So when we basically dispatch a courier for a trip, and the courier constantly cancels, then obviously this will have an impact on how we basically work with this courier.
We had another question here.
Yeah, just a bit of a different topic.
Yeah.
How does the speed and accuracy of the delivery actually play into sustainability data? Like, is there any relation, and do you care if it actually increases sustainability or?
Okay, so that's also like a very critical question. So I actually don't have the right answer to this. I only know that we have definitely programs in place to make sure that our fleet is until 2024 completely emission-free, and I think till 2030 that we have like only electrical vehicles. But I have to say, you know, our vehicle fleet is kind of like mixed. So we have 50% of bicycles, and then also like 50% for longer distances with cars.
All right. Good. I would take one last question.
So many questions.
Yeah, one last.
So since you're merging, let's say, Uber Eats and the Uber Direct, I just wanted to know whether you'll be exploring dark warehouses, for example, since it's based on the distance. So whether dark warehouses would be the future for the service, because right now when we looked at the survey, it said price is a huge factor. And when you compare yourself to traditional shipping, when it comes to these kind of products, maybe there could be some barrier to entry. So do you see the future for that?
So in like from the strategy I know, there's like no plans to have these warehouses. So I think we are like clearly focusing on this logistic part. We have our expertise in logistic and also like this excellence. So but yeah, I definitely get that it would be like super interesting to have these warehouses in order to be even more efficient. But maybe this can be something with like with a third party. Maybe.